Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy Heroes video and Lightside Genesis TV. Just before we get started in the video, I just want to say a massive thank you for 800 subs. I really appreciate all the recent support. It's been absolutely crazy and we are getting so close to my 1000 sub goal by the end of the year. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that sub button down below so we can try and hit that goal and make it happen. But anyway, back to the video, and in today's run, you may have already seen that we're going to be using the Omega Omicron in the cam mission. I haven't been too impressed with it in the first two phases, so a video will be coming out soon, hopefully, about my initial impressions of the Omicron, see once we've done all the phases. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it, and if this goes well, I will show all the mods and everything after the run. Okay, so the good thing is that we don't actually have any protection to lose, which is good. Right, do a twist. Now we'll go for a stun. Now we're going to basic B2 here, because obviously her basic hits 5 times now. Right. I'm actually going to remove trample stacks off of Omega so she can assist. And now we can throw the B1. Okay, so we are going to... Let's go into Mega to assist onto Reek. That's basic Django. Part of the squad. Let's do an AV. That's good that we can use a special with Wrecker and actually call in Mega to assist, because that still counts as his turn, so he can Mega can actually damage it Django, which is good. Alright, basic Reek. Basic Reek again. Let's do a hand twist here. Then let's pass. No, let's do this. Now we can. You got? Yeah, you still haven't got it. That's good. Right, we can just basic Reek here. Okay, we will basic. Let's heal up Echo. We can't even call in Omega here, unfortunately, but okay, that's fine. Losing Hunter at this point isn't a problem. Okay, right, basic Django. So it's good that we can't lose any protection though. Just basic here. We kill Django off or not, or I get defense up. Get a daze. Let's get a Wrecker out in the open, and then I guess we'll do this ability. And yeah, this seems pretty straightforward, to be honest. There doesn't really, obviously, apart from Hunter dying, that was the only issue. Not really much we can do about that. I don't think. There'll probably a misplay in there that I could have kept him alive, but we shall see. Want Omega to get the kill. Want Omega. Ah, come on. Hit 5 times and you still can't kill him and he's in the red. Ah, okay. You got intimidated by Wrecker and now he's dead. So I rewatched the footage after that run and I'm still not too impressed with Omega's Omicron. It definitely made things a bit easier, but obviously with Bad Batch you do have to try and keep everyone under stealth, and the only real way to kill Django is going to be with Wrecker and calling Omega in to assist, assuming that she doesn't have any trample stacks. So I think that'll be the way to go going forward. Obviously I was a bit worried about not having enough trample stacks to actually kill Django, but that's the reason why Hunter went out in the open, because I stopped doing my stealthing abilities. So I do think that's probably is the way that I will run it going forwards. But other than that, I still think Omega's Omicron isn't too great. It's not really worth the investment. There's nothing really guaranteed in terms of getting cam shards. There's still room for elements of RNG like there is with the 501st Shakti. So I'd still probably highly recommend running Shakti 501st. It is just as reliable in my opinion. I have seen it fail with Omega Omicron, so there's nothing guaranteed. But if you are actually looking to apply a Territory Battles Omicron, I would highly recommend applying Fins. It is absolutely amazing. You can full auto every single phase, no worries at all. I will leave a link to my video in the top right corner where we managed to get a 4 out of 4 in all phases in under 6 minutes, I believe, on full auto, or like just between 6 and 7 minutes, something like that. But I'll leave a link to that in the top right corner. And we will go over the mods and the general strategy of like how to mod everyone and why I am modding a certain way. So we'll start off with Omega, and her Omicron obviously is a bit different to what you would normally expect with a Cam 501st mission where you'd be modding everyone for full health. Whereas in Bad Batch's case, especially with Omega's Omicron, you want to be modding for protection because of this bit at the front. Obviously, they are all gaining max health equal to 10% of their max protection, which will be 50% in their case because everyone is Relic 5 due to LV requirements. And obviously, Omega's just been bumped up because I wanted to use her with level 6 stage grunts. And then they lose all their protection and obviously gain that in max health, so they basically become like LV does with his lead, no protection at all. And then they gain protection up, which is all based on that health pool that they have. So you do want to be modding Bad Batch for pure protection, just because Bad Batch are one of the only factions in the game where they have a higher protection pool than health pool. So for example, I believe Tech has a 27k health pool and his protection pool is starting at 57k. And with the protection and health mods, you gain more from a protection primary than you do a health primary. So the way to actually get your health pool higher would be modding for protection. Obviously, protection gives you 24% with assuming 6C, and then health only gives you 16%. So you definitely benefit more from modding your Bad Batch with as much protection as possible. And obviously she will assist on her basic ability, so there is a speed clause that I will go over when we get to Hunter's mods, because it's obviously really important to, I believe, for getting cam shards. So in terms of Omega's mods, normally you would probably mod her slow with an offense set and health set, but for her Omicron case, you actually want to mod her as fast as possible. She does so little damage anyway, especially with her 50% less damage clause on her basic now from the Omicron. You just want to make her go as much as possible, and I think that is the case in the CMs as well. So there will be a video coming out for that, hopefully over the next couple of days, if not next week sometime, when I've managed to get all the footage together of her being used in the other phases. I did manage to get a 4 out of 4 in phase 2. Phase 1 was kind of a test, I didn't really do too well there, and then I'm hoping to get another 4 out of 4 if we can in phase 4. Like I mentioned, she is modded fast just for that reason, just because you want her taking turns to knock down B1 and B2 stacks. So she is modded with 51k health, 107k protection, 302 speed, 6.5k physical, 85% crit chance. Not any of this really matters too much. She just needs to be fast so she can knock down some stacks. Then Wrecker is modded with 3 health sets. So he has 92k health, 101k protection, 279 speed. His physical and special damage doesn't really matter too much because he was obviously the tank of the team. You just want his health pool, combined health pool, as high as possible, because he will be tanking all the damage from everyone basically in the Reek mission. So getting this combined health and protection is going to benefit you the most. And bear in mind that you will be gaining 35% max health and 35% max protection from Hunter's Lead as well. So yeah, that'll be quite high, especially with Omega's Omicron as well. Then we have Echo. He's modded with health and speed set. He is just as fast as I can make him, 370 speed. I probably could get him even faster, but looking at optimal mods with protection primaries, this is what I could do. So 62k health, 79k protection, obviously 376 speed. And his damage stats don't matter too much. He's literally just there to keep everyone under control with his AoE days, and potentially being able to call Omega into assist if she doesn't have trample stacks. And then next we have Hunter, who I have actually changed the modding from the run that I just did, because I just didn't feel like the set that I had on him wasn't optimal, and this is probably what I would recommend running. I do have a defense set on him and a speed set, but you can run a health set or any other set basically where you can get protection primaries or anything to boost his health and protection pool up. But I think a speed set is going to be really important as well. So he has 66k health, 85k protection, 299 speed, and this is where I was talking about with Omega's speed clause. You do want to have a faster Omega than a Hunter in Cam's case, but I do think you want it reversed for CMs, but we'll obviously go over that in a future video. But in this case, obviously, Omega will take her turn, like you saw, do a basic on the B2, and then Hunter will be able to strip the trample from Omega. You can target the B2 at the top, and then that'll call Omega to assist, and that should kill the other B2. That's kind of how that works, and it just makes things a bit easier if you do it that way, because obviously Hunter's the only one that can clear trample stacks, so you do need to make sure that he is slower before Omega, after Omega takes her turn, is what I should say. And he has other stats that don't really matter too much, because obviously we have changed his primary modding to be as fast and healthy as possible. And then we have Tech, last but not least, who is modded with a speed and a potency set. So he has 45k health, 92k protection, 321 speed, 119% potency, with a special of 9.4k. So nothing too crazy there, kind of standard modding for Tech, nothing really to highlight there. Obviously just try and get his health and protection pool and his speed as high as possible, essentially. And yeah, that's kind of the general modding what I would do for at least the cam mission for Omicron, Mega's Omicron. Obviously that was my first run, so things are subject to change, but I'll try and keep a guide up to date of some sort if I feel like it is necessary. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, a like and comment is always much appreciated, and I shall catch you in the next one.